gone along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. They'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Murray now.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Murray now to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl.
But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Nix to the air.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw is Nix.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chris Godwin,
70 yards, and the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
They're going. It's Nix.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the handoff, Benson running right. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go again with Benson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Shotgun now for Murray.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next.
It's the Cardinals off to the early lead. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Joseph Osai.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In motion, the tight end.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now it's Nix.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 9. Throwing Nix.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To throw, here's Nix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Nix looking to throw again.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Danny Gray, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Omaha. Finish.
Here's Murray.
That is caught downfield by Harrison.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
Throwing again, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
To the sideline and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Murray to air it out again.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 70 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
He'll try again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in.
They've got his man complete.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
98 yards.
And the Cardinals are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
In motion left goes Sutton.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
14 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Nix from the shotgun.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Danny Gray,
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
and the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Here's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On the give, it's Benson.
Oh, good move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 more there and another first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. On first down, right back to Benson.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Murray going to throw.
Throw left side, caught by Ryman.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Twisting away. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.